Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies to same item, current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
At Arizona State University, we've made online education better, smarter, and more personalized so you can go further in your aspiring field.
I decided to pursue medicine once I realized that ASU did have the online program for biological sciences. You're still required to learn the same curriculum. You're still being tested on the same content that anyone would be tested on in person. The comprehensiveness of the program prepared me so well for medical school.
Explore over 300 programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
What matters when you start a business is you and your idea, not when you start it. So if you make up your mind and go for it, GoDaddy has all the help and tools you need to bring it online. Start today at GoDaddy.com, because open we stand.
What makes a business a business? It's not the circumstances of a world that woke up on the wrong side of the bed that year, that decade. It's the everyday entrepreneur ready to put themselves out there. We're all sailing against the wind right now, but we will make it to shore. It's been done before, and we will do it again.
To help you get started, we're offering websites, marketing tools, and guidance all for free. Learn more at GoDaddy.com.
I look in your eyes and I can see we've loved so dangerously. You're not trusting your heart to anyone. You tell me you're gonna play it smart. We're through before we start, but I believe that we've only just begun. When is this good? There's no saying no. I want you so I'm ready to go. Through the fire, to the limit, to the wall. For a chance to be with you, I gladly risk it all. Through the fire, through whatever, come what may. For a chance at loving you, I take it all away. Right down to the wire, even through the fire. Through the fire, to the limit, to the fire, to the wire, to the fire, to the limit. To the fire, to whatever. Hey everybody, welcome back straight out of Low Cash. It's Jaded XD.
What's wrong with you?
We don't have that kind of time.
You're right.
Welcome back to the Blackest Show About Nothing. I am your host, XD, a.k.a. the Chuck D of homosexuality, a.k.a. homo without a pause, a.k.a. shut up! The gay FEY, because nigga, we all... yeah. A.k.a. shut up. A.k.a. the gay FEY, because why?
Nigga, we all got paid.
A.k.a. Homo La Flor, a.k.a. Hoisha, a.k.a. the black gay mod every time.
No, you know it's gonna take me down.
A.k.a. Oisha. It's me, a.k.a. the male Donnie McClurkin.
That's the one.
A.k.a. Barbara Streisand. People who need people. A.k.a. Mr. 19%, because every day should have at least 19% of me. A.k.a. the gay Mary Poppins, because I'm practically perfect in every way. A.k.a. I'm every woman, because every woman is all in me. And a.k.a. Bretta Quanda, because why? If I can't reach the base, get the dick out my face.
I'm Jade, a.k.a. the Mary J. Mami, a.k.a. Griselda Negra, a.k.a. La Señorita Problematica Favorita, a.k.a. negative 19%, because nobody needs any bit of me.
No one,
a.k.a. the Black Mrs. Frizzle. A.k.a. the Black Mrs. Frizzle, a.k.a. the Mammy Titty Her around the world.
So fuck what you heard.
A.k.a. Carnitas Bay, a.k.a. Jade.
What God,
What
y'all?
is she good for?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Say it again.
Yeah.
And who are you?
Hey, I'm Abe. What up?
A.k.a.
Yeah.
I was gonna come up with the AKAs and I forgot to. So
Young
AKA,
Granquita.
Young Gringuita, AKA forgot to do my homework.
Yes. Abe got AKAs off the dome.
Yeah. It's our anniversary, y'all.
Yeah. And we got Tony in the studio.
Yeah, literally. Which one are you? The Y, the I, or the long E?
I'd like to be the E. It's the closest to Beyonce.
Oh.
Damn. That's actually my rationale.
You're actually the I because you're closest to like Tony Childs. You specialize in results.
Damn right I do. Cause I got a free couch.
Why not?
Why not?
I got free Starbucks and a free watch in this.
You did?
Free couch.
All for using Abe's face.
You should see how far we could go.
Yeah. Listen.
Give me a house, yo.
Put Abe's face with XD's words.
Yeah.
Nigga, we can rule the world.
Yeah. Fucks with it.
This is gonna be one of those goofy Hollywood movies where at the end you have to apologize to everyone and they let you slide.
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
Yes.
oh, it's okay.
It's all right.
Yeah.
You all are just problematic.
Starring like Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
and like
directed it.
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid. Yeah, that'll work.
Greg Kinnear.
Yeah.
And like, what's her name? Susan Sarandon.
Yeah.
Nah, Katherine Heigl would be in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
She could be in it too.
Maybe Renée Zellweger's old face.
Diane Keaton.
Diane Keaton.
Yeah.
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 You.
Yeah. I would be in it. Absolutely. So yeah, 3 years of just us.
That's brazy.
I know.
Y'all ain't had enough yet?
Right. So before we get into the show, how was y'all's week? Let's start with Abe.
Yeah.
I had a pretty good week. It was mellow. Monday, hung out with a friend. Tuesday,
A friend.
doing recording. Nah, just a friend. Wednesday,
You couldn't sleep?
Don't mind us.
I just realized I don't need to go by day to day. I'm just saying. It's been a chill week. The weather's really nice. Even when it storms, I love it. I actually really like it.
Same. I'm like, ooh, it's a cozy evening.
Yeah.
Oh, I love now that it's really nice weather. The rain means I don't have to feel bad if I'm inside all afternoon.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because when it's sunny and you're inside, you low key feel guilty,
I feel
but you
so
know you ain't going
guilty.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely. How was your trip?
Yes.
It was great. So, for 2 weeks I was in Spain. For the first time, it was great. I recommend Spain.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Estoy muy bien, gracias. Vale. as they
Yeah.
say out there.
They
That's how
have
they say
it's
cool.
They
yeah.
use the vosotros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It was
it's like a
fun.
real like sound. It's so interesting.
It's like I equate it to like Old English.
yeah.
The way,
that makes
or like
sense.
even just like British.
Like I was gonna say,
accented
like
English.
British.
Yeah. Proper English.
Proper. That's how they ended up taking over the whole world.
But it's funny because you go there and it's like you realize we're not too dissimilar because they're real adamant about this is Spain, speak Spanish, and it's the same mentality as this is America, speak English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just have an extra dash of dumb.
Yeah, that's what you get when you cross the river or across the ocean.
Yeah.
But I kept being reminded that these are white people.
Yes.
And they trip you up because they speak other languages and they have
they're
good
white.
food, but they're still white.
Ooh, they're white. Ooh,
Yeah.
they're like the original.
They're
white
the
people.
original white people. They're old world white people.
Yeah, the ones who started to teach everybody else how to steal.
Yeah.
The Osiris's of said shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Spaniard gangsters.
Yeah.
That's
they're the ones who paid for Christopher Columbus.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, and he
Christopher
wasn't
Columbus
even Spanish.
he was Italian.
He was
Italian.
Italian,
That's right.
yeah.
He was a thief, is what he was.
So I went and I saw all the stolen treasures, including a literal Egyptian
You knew.
Temple. They have a temple, but they did put it in a really nice spot next to a hill where you see the sunset.
These
It's very
motherfuckers
pretty.
stole a whole temple?
Yeah, they took a whole temple. They got the stones and the
How
fountain.
the fuck do you steal a whole
They
temple?
got like they.
Cranes in the sky.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It shouldn't be funny, but
Yeah,
you
but
know, we
totally
laugh at our
was.
own pain.
Yeah, got to.
Have to.
But they stole a whole temple.
They stole
That's
a temple.
motherfucking crazy.
Yeah, you know it's like all how Europe is on some like we could take care of it better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
we
really
know.
they try to tell that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, they did that with land, people.
Yeah, literally. Land, people.
We can take care of
rules,
this better.
Money.
Rivers.
Yeah, religion,
Yeah.
cultures.
Yeah.
A whole fucking calendar.
Yeah.
You know,
So that's what it. You going to Europe is dope, but there's just
Yeah.
reminders around everywhere that like you're in like.
The idea of slavery started here.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just there's not much diversity. I mean, coming from Brooklyn.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, there wasn't.
Oh, as far as
much-
people.
Yeah, as far as people.
And you
I
probably
wouldn't expect Spain to be a diverse place.
No, they have a whole thing where they got rid of the Moors. Like that's a theme. in
Yeah.
history.
Oh,
Yeah.
like a Brexit or you know.
No, more like genocide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, got rid of. Got rid of.
Yeah,
Got it.
Yeah, there's
Got
no
it.
black people in Spain.
No.
No Afro. People of the diaspora, they kind of like.
No, there's not.
Yeah,
There's
they
not.
got killed.
Like Abe
And
said,
if there
they're
are,
white.
they haven't.
They're expats.
Or there, I feel like a lot of the people of color I saw, and again, I was only there briefly, but yeah. But I feel like there are large families that have been there for a long time.
Mm-hmm. They still like to have kids.
Yeah.
You know, America is slowly dying because nobody wants to have kids no more.
Ooh, thank God.
And
They
also,
got
like,
'em.
half
People
of us
like
are too
XD
sick,
throw
too.
themselves down the stairs. What'd you say?
Half of us are like too sick to have kids.
Yes.
Yeah, can't
'Cause
afford
the,
it.
The chicken.
Can't afford it. Everything, and the sperm counts are going down.
They
Yeah.
are. You know, the cell phones in the pocket.
Yeah. My mom used to tease me when I played video games growing up that like the controller was gonna fry my nuts. Turns out she was right.
And she's absolutely right.
Because
I'm not saying that you are,
Right.
you know,
Yeah, no, I mean, whatever.
unsullied or whatever.
But I think about that often, like with, like you ever think of like how many devices in your home have Bluetooth in it?
All the shit you can't see. That's
Yeah.
Nigga, everything now.
Everything
Fans,
has
remote
Bluetooth.
controls.
Like, let me
Your
tell you,
weed.
I have not flipped on a light switch in 2 years because I have the smart bulb thing,
Oh.
and I'm like, oh, what? Like, I think of all the radioactive, and you know, this also heightens up because I've been watching Chernobyl, which we will talk about. Ooh, a series, but either way, I think about often like, at what point is my body gonna say like, hey, you have all of the cancer because everything that you have going on in your house is impacting you.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that like get to the future part where they figure out the quick and easy way to fix it.
I hope so.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
hoping right around.
Maybe we'll
long
get
enough
like
for
an
that.
Imogen.
Yeah, Imogen.
We're not recording outside and yet.
Here we are.
Niggas.
Yeah.
So in Spain, do you think that you fared well because you are fair? Or,
Yeah, definitely.
okay.
Because I want to go traveling. I have plans to go to Europe with a friend of mine who's like a pretty big dude and he's a black dude. And I was traveling with my friend who's a pretty small white guy. And I remember thinking to myself, this won't go as smoothly when I come back.
Right.
Just yeah.
It just won't. But at least you know.
Where
Yeah.
in Spain did you go?
I went to Madrid, Barcelona, and Valencia for a day and a half, which was cool. I rode the city bus to the beach.
Did you go any football game?
Up to the
I
nude
did-
beach.
Yeah, there were titties out. It was
Yeah.
tight. They got more titties out in Europe. Beach. Cool.
He's
but,
like, well, this is
but
nice.
then you get used to it and you're like, all right, cool.
All right, what's
you know.
titties?
No,
Titties.
titties who? So you gotta play cool, and then you
Yeah.
learn to train your peripheral.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that you're not a creep.
Yeah, no.
Although I would probably go areola watching, like whale watching, just because I like to look at the diaspora of areolas out there.
Yeah, like I went to the nude beach, like I don't know if it's actual nude part of Jones Beach or Reese Beach, or if it's just niggas just getting naked just because.
It might be that part.
Either way, but I just don't feel like I'm mature enough to go to a nude beach.
It really I felt mad immature.
And
I felt really immature.
And it's not like a sexual thing. It's more of like,
yeah, it's like,
ooh, bitch, look at
yeah.
Like when I was 18 and we went to the strip club, and I'd been to the strip club multiple times, but there was one stripper, and now as a grown woman, I'm like, yeah, we all look different. Yeah. But I went one time and it was a bitch who had some areolas and they were as big as hubcaps.
Wow. Yeah. And you're just like, huh.
I was like, man, those are rims on her titties. Yeah, man. And I could not stop thinking about the tires that were on her titties, like the rims.
It's fascinating. Like looking at other people.
I saw a naked old guy just pacing around on the sand, and but that's the tax you pay if you want to look at them titties.
Yeah. And it's not like not looking at them in a sexual way. It's just like
titties.
Oh,
I never get to see that, so it's
because it's just titties everywhere. Like who? Yeah. I don't know. Americans.
But no, to answer your question, I didn't go to a soccer game, but I went to a Formula One race.
Oh.
I saw.
So that was tight.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Cool. How was that?
So I got into motorsports. I've always liked cars since I was little, but I got into motorsports like a year or two ago.
No amigos.
And, play the song right now.
Give your own notes.
Yeah, that's what Abe's like.
But it was tight. So I got into Formula One, and I had to pick my vacation weeks at the beginning of the year, and the schedule was out. So I was like, I'll go to Spain, and I'll go see a race.
That's amazing.
So that I took 2 weeks from work, and it's my first time ever doing something like this. It was dope.
That was so white of you, Abe. That was wonderful.
Yeah, I embraced all my benefits.
Yeah, you should.
In like work
you
and other senses.
You guys plan a vacation. If I can't say nothing else. Half of you plans a vacation.
I was on the trip, and I started giggling because I was like, whoa, I'm really good at planning trips.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. I can Airbnb. I did my research.
That's what's running through.
I was on Wikipedia. I was looking through Google Maps. I knew where I was when I got there, and I was like,
Caucasian jumped out.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yo.
You are white and Nicaraguan.
Yeah.
I have to, because I call Abe a Mexican.
No, I'm
like
not
myself.
Mexican.
I like to think that he's my primo, but he's not.
We're all primos. Someone walked over from China at one point.
Yeah. Yes. So, on the water.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. JFLJs, how was your week?
It was good. I went to the Roots picnic.
How was that? Did it happen? Would I tell you what happened? Were you tired because of general admission?
Actually, no. It wasn't as bad as I thought. It wasn't as bad as Afropunk.
What happens with you only getting general admission?
Because that's how majority of it's a festival.
It's a festival.
Right.
So
but what perks don't you get?
Being in a VIP area with like
seating.
That's actually the same for the race that I went to. I got a grandstand seat, and they had general admission, and I did wander around a lot, but I was really grateful to have a place to sit.
Oh, that is
and just my space.
That's how it becomes in your 30s.
Yeah.
But I brought a blanket, and I personally don't mind a festival as long. The problem with Afropunk is at this point you can't even walk.
You know what? I just realized they moved Roots Picnic.
Yeah, they did.
It's in a larger space because the time that I went, it was in a fairly small area, and so laying on the blanket, which we had, wasn't. It was like what Afropunk has now. Yeah, it's like the issue that Afropunk has now, where you can't even put a blanket down because niggas are just gonna walk over it, or
like kill you.
Is it still in Fort Greene?
Afropunk,
Barry Commodore Park.
Oh, Barry Commodore.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Roots Picnic. Tell me about it. What happened?
The stage collapsed while 21 Savage was performing.
Whoa,
oh my gosh!
God got me right on up out of there.
Oh my
6
God.
minutes. So
did people
6 minutes
freak out?
prior. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. Because 6 minutes prior, we were like, all right, we're gonna go watch Raphael Sadiq now. We left and we went up the stairs.
SAWDIQ.
And as soon as we got to the top of the stairs, Antoinette heard a boom. And then we just saw niggas running.
Oh, because
and we were like, so of course we thought somebody got shot. Or somebody was shooting.
Naturellement.
Also, the Roots Picnic has the most lax security I have ever encountered at a festival in my life.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I strategically packed my vegetables with me because, I want to have a good time, but I'm also in a foreign place. I don't really know what you all's laws are out here. Pennsylvania can go one way or the other.
It's
I
a
know
commonwealth. I don't
Philly
really
is
agree with
like
that.
Philly's like the Atlanta of Philadelphia, the way Atlanta is the Atlanta of Georgia.
Yeah.
So you don't really think of Philly as Pennsylvania, but I knew
Yeah.
I was in Pennsylvania, so I didn't know how that was going to go, so I prepared myself accordingly. There was no need. I mean, I could have
I
honestly
told you you
glued all
didn't
the
have
buds to
to.
my titties
Damn.
and walked in topless.
You could walk in with a blunt and talk about what's up.
Yeah,
Wow.
because, I mean, I don't even know if it was metal detectors, but, like, it could have been an all-out, like, tombstone in there if it wanted to be so. I never thought I'd ask for a little more security in my life.
Very strange to hear. As someone who went out recently and there was too much security and it really made a mess
Which
up.
we hate, yes.
And especially because so much of this is security theater where they're not actually doing anything. They're just
going through the
policing you,
motions,
breathing.
Yeah.
I do find that hard to believe, but the white half of me could see that.
Maybe it was the white half
Fellas,
of me.
yeah. Fellas, we need more
well,
rules.
this place could just use a
Yeah.
little more security.
No, for me, I know it could use a little bit more
Well,
security.
you are also a white woman.
Yeah, but no, it's like there are some things like, okay, we fine. Only
But
it's just
niggas be wild.
yeah,
And
especially based on who is performing. Luckily,
Why did the stage collapse? Was it just a malfunction?
probably.
Okay.
like who is the most violent act on your bill that you went to, or that was there?
Blueface, maybe.
Oh, are there a lot of
I don't really,
Crips
I don't
in
really know
Philly?
Philly's gang.
All I know is that there is a large homeless Kappa population in Philadelphia. That's all I know.
Not. I thought you were just gonna say homeless.
No, it's not. It's wild because the headquarters is there. Every time I go to Philly, there's a homeless Kappa, and there's this homeless Kappa that's right outside a temple that recites A Midsummer Night Dream to anybody who will listen.
I was in that play. I played Queen Hippolyta.
Well, he does the one of the sonnets from that, and he's a Kappa.
What? That is so specific.
I just want people. I just
Is it
want
the point of joining the fraternity?
to be their brother's keeper. I know
Yeah.
it's cool, but hey,
But homeless
it's like
Kappas,
cranes
here
in
we
the
are.
sky.
Europe.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
How was your week?
it was cool. Shut up. I got some well needed rest.
Jelly.
Like rest.
What is that? I hear this like
Because
twice
it's
a
like
night,
it's
and I
like
don't know what
it almost
is.
sounds like a break, but it's not because it's at the same time.
I know. I don't know if it's because, well, that over there.
Yeah, no, because it sounds different. But
Is it like it's a weird sound.
because at first I thought it used to
Twice a
be
night?
the horn from letting people know that the Sabbath is approaching.
Yeah, that's
but
longer, though.
yeah, that's longer. So I'm like, that's not
I
it.
don't know what that thing is.
Anywho, I got some well needed rest. I played spades with my homies. One of them reneged.
Who reneged? Who reneged? Who reneged?
Should I say it on the show?
Gordy?
Yes.
You black ass. Gordy, now I'm coming to your house and taking all your booty.
He'll say he didn't, but he'll deny it to the
Well,
end.
you know.
But the three of us,
That's
we
what
were
white women do.
like,
White women deny.
even their partner was like, no, you did hard. It's cool.
Ooh.
But what else did I do this weekend? I don't have any like stories. I think I just got well needed rest.
I'm jealous of that.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of that. Well, we have an anniversary show to get to, but first, we are going to talk about TV because that is what we do.
Not quite yet though.
Why?
Because we have to take a break.
Oh. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Bye.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
What matters when you start a business is you and your idea, not when you start it. So if you make up your mind and go for it, GoDaddy has all the help and tools you need to bring it online. Start today at GoDaddy.com, because open we stand.
And we're back.
Yep. So I re-gave Dead to Me a chance. I picked it back up. She's that girl now.
I told you. You finished?
No, I didn't finish. And the reason why I didn't finish is because I started When They See Us.
Oh, so did you finish What If?
No, because I started When They See Us.
Damn, nigga, we can't talk about shit.
No. But I say this to say, when They See Us, I can't finish watching it.
Yeah,
So I'm just going to like put it on the background and just get Ava, let her get her streams or
My
whatever.
homegirl's in it.
Yeah. Niecy Nash is giving you a performance.
I heard she's giving Drogon levels.
Yes. The young man from Moonlight that played Kevin.
Oh yeah, your homeboy.
No, not Andre Holland, the other guy, the younger Kevin.
Oh, which young Kev? Throw the chair Kev or baby Kev? Or
Throw the chair Kev.
Okay.
Like jerk off on the beach Kev.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tall, skinny. The model now.
No, that's Chiron. That's the model. I'm talking about.
They're also.
Yeah.
Oh, younger Kevin.
Yes.
Chuletas, but the younger one. Got you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. They're with you. They're with me. Okay. They're giving you acting, but it's really intense, and it's really hard. But yeah. But anywho,
When They See Us is not for
the faint of heart.
It's not for the faint of heart, and it's not for people who already kind of know. And I think, but for people who don't know, as difficult as it is, I think it's necessary to inform yourself.
For the Central Park 5.
I met them once.
Word.
Yeah, we did a thing when they won their case. I was working in the field, and we went to City Hall, and I took a picture.
It's a really unfortunate, disgusting story, but it's necessary for white people to know, and it's necessary for some of us who don't know to know, so that we know what's going on. Now, I understand everybody's sentiments about it being really hard and how it's triggering and how it's re-traumatizing us and slave movies and so forth and so on. I don't know if this is a slave movie, if I would equate it. However, I don't know. Like I said, if you are informed about the situation and it's triggering to you, I fully understand not being able to take that in. If you don't know, then you kind of need to suck it up and get to know, so that you are aware of what's going on out there. That's what I say about it. I'm not talking to you. I'm just talking to you.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't realize, I didn't put that all together, that's what, I gotta be honest, I edit the show every week. I don't really watch TV.
Yeah, I figured as much. You don't seem like a TV kind of guy.
This is as much as I need to watch. I just need to talk about it.
But,
But now that makes sense based on other things that's what that show's about. Oh, interesting. That sounds good. And it's made by Ava DuVernay.
Yeah.
Yep, and don't call her auntie.
Which...
I think she
said.
Yeah.
I'll save that for Patreon.
Okay.
Because I have words about that. But what did I watch?
I finished What If, and I finished...
Oh, you are doing so...
Well, I only find one show really at a time that I'll watch, and I do it while I do stuff that I like. The few times I'm in the house, I use it while I'm folding laundry or whatever, and that's how I get through things. Because I don't really have much, I don't get afternoons to lay around and binge.
Yeah, I wish.
Or I watch TV on my phone while I wash dishes. I kind of get stuff in like that.
I see people watching TV on the train a bit.
I think that's
OD.
I
think that's a little, yeah.
You know what's funny, though? So, last week, I was going to work, and this guy was just kind of... It was rush hour, but he was just, in the way. He was, taller than me, bigger than me, watching TV on his phone. But I'm like, you're standing, right in the entrance as you're getting on the train. So I'm like, in my head, move, nigga. God. But anyway, I had to end up standing next to him because it was crowded and I needed to be near the door because whatever. I needed to get out. So I look over and I see him watching TV. And, and it's funny because the first thing I see is Santana's picture.
He's watching She's Gotta Have It.
Yeah. And I was like, I had a blonde moment. I was like, when the fuck Santana get on TV? And then I was like, oh, right. She's Gotta Have It. Duh. And then I see Mars. I'm like, right, I get it. Okay. It all made sense. It was a scene where at the gala. I don't want to ruin it for people.
Did you watch it?
Mm-hmm.
That was one show
my friend is in that show, Anna Suzuki.
Everybody's friend is in that show.
I can't.
Oh yeah, I saw her.
Yeah. Oh,
I was like, when I recorded the other show, I was like, me and Tristan, because remember when me and Tristan were there, and we were like, that's and we'd seen her in something else too.
She was in a dope Jennifer Lopez movie called Second Take, I think.
I didn't see.
What's that?
It's about her being from the Bronx. And she as a teen,
Does she play a white woman in this movie too, or no?
So kind of. She has to pretend to be from have this prestigious CV, and she gets this dope ass corporate gig, and she's killing it. But then it's unveiled that she faked her background.
Is that the one with Leah Remini?
I don't know
Leah
who that is.
Remini's in it too. I think so.
Scientology lady.
I know that about her, but I can't picture her face.
Kelly Carosi.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I had to just think about what that meant. King of Queens lady. Did you watch King of Queens?
I didn't really watch the King of Queens.
I watched King of Queens, but I don't remember any episode
Who's
from
the
King of Queens.
Kevin James or Ray Romano?
Yeah, Kevin James. Oh. But it's I used to watch King of Queens, but I can't tell you any episode that was on.
I didn't realize that he was from Queens, and that's what the whole show was about.
Yeah, I didn't put two and two together until you just said that. And that went off the air 15 years ago. Yeah. Have you ever had TV shows that you watch religiously and you can't say one, remember one episode?
Yeah, I don't remember anything about Third Rock from the Sun, and I watched it a lot.
Me too.
I don't remember
because
anything
it came
about
on.
Drew Carey, and I watched that a lot.
I remember Mimi.
I just remember characters and stuff, but I couldn't describe one episode of either of those.
Me either.
I couldn't describe many episodes of The Sopranos. I don't really remember what
happened.
Oh,
that show was funny as hell,
I can
though.
literally sit there and talk about it with you. I can go
can't.
toe to toe with somebody.
Second act, yes, with J-Lo.
And Leah Remini.
And Anna Suzuki.
That's the one that just came. And your homegirl.
Yeah.
Amy.
Now this is fucking with me because I can't think of things. Why can't I think of any episode of that show?
I don't know anything that happened in Growing Pains other than when Leonardo DiCaprio was homeless.
I don't remember Growing Pains like that either.
I remember. What's wild is that I can remember super random shit that people would never really watch, like Dharma and Greg. No. Exactly, but I remember almost every episode of Dharma and Greg.
I didn't watch that, but I just remember when I watched Criminal Minds, I was like, man, I've seen this dude somewhere before.
Greg from Dharma and Greg. Yeah.
And he played a completely different character.
Yeah, he's sinister on Criminal Minds.
He is dry and don't smile, don't do nothing. Not sinister, he's just very serious.
Okay.
Very serious.
Yeah, he's like a...
He's an agent, so that he works, but he's he don't play no games.
And on Dharma and Greg, he was like the neoliberal.
See, that's
standing
crazy.
Up to his, conservative parents.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he came from a rich background, and Dharma was a hippie.
Those are the ones who cry and get real upset when they start finding out about slavery and stuff because they feel guilty.
Oh yeah, like they go on that professor show on PBS. This is your roots.
Yeah.
Henry Gates.
Henry Gates.
And then they find out, just like Ben Affleck, when he found out his parents or his family was slave owners.
Yeah, then they go and they apologize to every nigga that they know.
Yeah.
They go on an apology tour.
Yeah, or everybody that they see in public.
I love y'all for real tours.
I love y'all. You sound like a Tina and Teddy.
Yeah, I love y'all for real.
Henry, what is his name?
Henry Gates Jr.
Jr. should just organize a seasonal tour at the end of every season.
Yeah.
I mean, I might stand in the foyer and watch it from through the doors.
Obviously, free tickets.
Just be like, what's this white man talking about?
You know what else I've been watching YouTube a lot, and I've been watching Inside the Actor Studio questions. Not just the whole thing, but like the question part. I think it's so interesting how people answer. Robin Williams was the most interesting. How he was like his favorite
He's
sound
just
is like
interesting.
children laughing, and I was like,
Yeah, I love that.
yeah.
I
Anywho,
love
I've been
children.
doing a lot of research back stuff for what I'm trying to do with my life, so that's what I've been trying to focus on. But do you have any TV, any interesting things that you?
Well,
watch?
you didn't finish What If, and you didn't finish Dead to Me, so I got nothing for you, my nigga.
Right.
Don't
However,
watch TV.
I once watched the first season of Entourage on acid.
Yeah, I didn't. The show wasn't already on acid.
It just had me yelling out the words "oh yeah" a lot.
No, I've just been trying to like enter research. I'm gonna finish by next week. I will have finished Dead to Me, and I have 3 episodes left of What If.
I cannot wait.
But I do want to say in 2 weeks we will have Life After Lockup recaps. Oh, that's what I watched. Oh my God. Okay. I know a lot of listeners ask us if we watch 90 Day Fiancé. You ask us all the time, or like whatever.
I don't know.
I randomly watched this new program called 90 Day Fiancé: The Other Way. So the general premise of 90 Day Fiancé is people of Americans meeting the object of their affections over the internet or going on a vacation or whatever. They fall in love, and them bringing their partner to America to live.
Are they getting scammed or is it real?
Depends on which people.
I
think
only
they all
know
scam.
one. I don't watch the show because, I just can't. But I did see an episode with this African dude and this like
Yeah,
real
them.
like Kentucky ass white woman,
Yeah.
and because he offended her because they were in Nigeria, and she was trying to buy fabric and stuff, and he was like, "She's very fat. She's very fat."
Yeah.
And she was like, "You can't just call me fat on the street in front of people." And he was like, "But why? You're fat." That's about as much as I know.
So,
I can watch
in
that.
the premise of this show in particular, is it follows like 5 to 6 couples, and instead of bringing their partners to America, they are abandoning life in America to move to wherever their partner is. So let me put 10 on 20.
Okay.
We had almost every archetype on Love After Lockup is on this show. Stop. So there is a Scott character and a Cash App cunt on this one.
Stop.
Now, I don't remember her name, and I don't want to be racist by saying what I want to call her, so I'm going to call her Megan. So
She's not the American.
no,
Okay.
she is from Ecuador.
Oh, okay.
And let's say the white man's name is John.
Okay.
Yep. So John lives in the woods on a compound with all of his family.
In Ecuador?
No, in America. Let's say Ohio.
Okay.
Okay.
His lady, Megan, they met on the internet. She came here for 6 months on a tour visa.
Oh.
So now it's time for her to go back. And she's like, okay, come with me. Now, she speaks relative enough English, so she was like, the typical story is, you meet a handsome white man or rich white American and they bring you over and you live the life. She was like, I'm not that girl. So she was like, if he wants to be with me, if he wants to be with me, he needs to come to where I'm at. She was like, she said, She flat out said, I don't like America. She said, Americans are mean. I was like,
Yeah.
Come on, girl.
So she's forcing him to pack up. Now, here's the thing. Over the course of their relationship, and they ain't been together that long, he has given her $40,000
Wow.
to her and her family. So the opening scene.
So you should go there because that's where all his money is anyway.
Exactly. And don't get me wrong, she doesn't live in the capital city. Mm-hmm. She lives in like the sticks.
Oh,
like
40,000.
there is. He is giving her money, DK, to invest, DK, in a cocktail bar and some other shit.
Hell yeah.
But like a bulk of money went to like her family. But like there's like pigs around, just like dogs, and all this good stuff. And he's just like, where's my money? Yada yada yada. That's them. Oh God. And then there's another couple. You know what? I'm gonna wait for you to watch it. It's on TLC.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for you to watch it because I can't wait for your reaction for this one particular couple.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna watch it.
So yes, 90 Day Fiancé, I get it, great, whatever. But the other way is where it's at.
90 Day Fiancé just don't do it for me. Like,
a lot of times the stories are just sad. Like the last time I watched 90 Day Fiancé, like basically she met this Samoan man, and was trying to fall in love and get married, but her daddy didn't like Samoans, which was odd because he is Samoan.
Oh,
that's not
so
odd,
he had like some self-hate issues.
That's a very specific group of people to not
He's
like too.
But it was some self-hate shit, and it was just like, this is sad. Like he was all, and he resents the grandson because he's he's Samoan. He wanted her to date to marry a white man because he wanted opportunities for her.
That's not my kind of. Love After Lockup is just good fuckery.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because it makes no sense.
What's the one where the people pretend so they can be in jail?
60 Days In.
Yeah, that sounds wild. I saw some clips on YouTube.
I wonder when part 2 comes out. Because remember, or if they can do part 2.
That was my concern.
Holy shit!
In
I don't think
5.
so.
No, someone snitched.
Oh.
A cop of all people, of course, copped out right in the jail. Damn. And told.
And we should have known because he was thinning and had a curl.
Small man complex. His hair was thinning. And he went to the CEO and was like, because he thought they were boys. The CEO still thinks you're a prisoner, my man. So he's like, we the same. And went to him and like.
Oh, he was a cop in real life?
He was a cop in real life.
He went to him as a woman.
To be an inmate. He went to him. He was like, okay, woman to woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Just want to let you know we are the same.
Yeah.
And then the CEO got all shook up because they know that they do shit in there that they're not supposed to do to the inmates. So then he goes and tells, but no, he actually, thank God he was one with sense. He goes straight to the warden, and it's like,
so the warden didn't know?
No, the warden's the only one who knows. The warden, the inmates, who are
the program participants,
the participants, and the production company.
What happens if you get killed, or if you get hurt?
They have keywords.
Like safe words?
Safe words.
They have safe words. They have safe motion.
Do the prisoners know the safe words?
No.
So
then how they keep the production team in there is that they tell the prisoners that they're doing like a documentary or a show on prisons. So when they have to interview the participants, they also interview random inmates. Excuse me, I don't like saying prisoners.
Do they show that
as well? They show they'll show them like saying little things, but that's how like the inmates think that this is another thing.
I know you don't watch TV, but I think you would like 60 Days.
I do too. Something about it.
It's more.
Sometimes that stuff makes me sad too, though.
Watch the Atlanta season.
Yeah, you want to say.
Yeah.
Use your titties, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like the beaches of the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
More like the beaches of Michigan.
Hey, they got beaches in the Upper Peninsula.
Yeah, but I don't know if they...
Or like the beaches of Salt Lake City, Utah.
Yeah, or like Atlantic City.
I've never been to Atlantic City.
Ooh.
I don't know if I need to.
If you feel like time traveling back to the 80s, go.
Maybe.
Yo, Atlantic City is where crack lives and thrives.
Still. Yeah, like it breeds there.
Yeah.
Like bed bugs.
Yeah, like Paid in Full probably could have been set in Atlantic City.
Could have.
Damn.
Yeah. Atlantic City
State property. Yeah, it's close to Philly. Makes sense.
Yep. Atlantic City is stagnant.
It's, we joke about saying like, ooh, the ghetto.
It's the
the
ghetto.
Like, no lie.
The whole city smells like a cigarette.
Oh,
does.
but
big-ass
like half a
Newport.
cigarette.
No.
Like, you know when
Like a
it
pack.
gets put out.
No.
They all, and then it's all like pell mell and like cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like,
Not even like Newport.
like old white people cigarettes. Like Parliament.
American Spirit.
Was it Misty? Or the
Oh,
Yes.
The
Yes.
Misty or the Virginia Slims.
Yes.
You have to be a specific
Camels.
kind of girl.
Yeah, you have
Camel.
you need to have you graduated to the advanced pursed lip.
Yeah. Virginia Slims is for like my kind of white woman.
Yeah, it's for like white women who put their cigarettes in the thing.
Yeah.
Like Cruella de Vil's.
Yeah.
For like a pack of Camels. Oh, they're a Marlboro state though, for real. They love a good Marlboro.
I wouldn't know.
King size, short.
I forgot you used to do that.
I used to have a coworker, and she had a koi fish neck tattoo, and she used to cut Camel wide lights, but she would cut the filter off.
And
So she's dead now, right?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard from her.
Like,
but
yeah,
it's,
I'm going to assume she is
What did
dead.
she sound like?
Hey.
Like Patty and Selma.
She wasn't that bad yet, because she was probably like 24.
Oh, well.
So she
That's
was.
why she did such dumb shit.
Yeah. That's like when you freak your black. It's literally the same thing. It's taking the filter out.
I don't put.
Well, she would like cut it. I guess there's a ring of holes around the cigarette, around the filter to make it a lighter cigarette. That's part of what makes it light. But she would
Oh,
cut.
that's a myth, right? There's no such thing as a light cigarette.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
was back before that. You know, they don't get marketed as light anymore.
Yeah.
This was like 15 years ago.
Oh,
10 years
okay.
ago. 10 years ago.
Yo.
But so she would cut the cigarette right where those holes were, so she could get. You know, she didn't want like the air to steal her nicotine.
That is junky.
It was raw.
behavior. And a part of me at one point in time would have entertained that.
I'm sure you would have.
Dang.
What are these jewels?
So Juuls are
They're vapes.
e-cigarettes, yeah, that you can
E-cigarette.
use for nicotine pods, or if you know where to go, you can get weed pods for them. But the battery isn't all that strong, so they don't really make great vapes for weed.
High school kids love jewels.
Oh, they love them, yeah.
Because it's cool. It's like hookah on the go.
Oh, it's hookah.
Yeah, it's still cigarettes.
It's
It's tobacco. Ooh.
I love my Juul.
You want some water?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
But yeah, they can do like they do tricks with the smoke and they get into
Yeah,
it.
I know.
I see the teens on the train trying to sneak vape.
Yeah. The school where I do the podcast, you know, the teacher was talking. He was like, "Watch these little niggas because they like jewels."
Oh man,
I was
That's
like,
really
"Well,
bad
what's a
though.
jewel?" That's what I heard.
Yeah, it's like it's pretty bad. Philip Morris invested a bunch of money in them. I think it's the future of cigarettes.
You know,
They got
okay.
They had to. They stopped selling the mango flavor because they said it was only for teens. But then, like, I know all these grown ass men I work with who are freaking out because they lost their mango pouch.
Let me tell you something. In the
Smoke like a bitch.
in the financial district, they love their fucking
All the
vapes.
bros love
and
Juuls.
and it's
Big.
like
And the
they
bros
love the
girls.
fruitiest of flavors.
Yeah, passion fruit
There's
really
big
good.
ass Optimus Prime aerators, the vape things, and like you're just walking down the street, it's like strawberry clouds.
Yeah.
Them big dicks in their mouths.
They got
Yeah.
vape lounges.
And you said bros like them?
Yeah, bros
That
like
makes
bros
sense.
Juul. I feel like guys named Todd Juul.
Yeah.
And then like there's other guys like there's like more not as broy, but like it's almost like a on a socioeconomic scale the
Got
kind
you.
of vaping you do.
Yeah, Marks love the big ones, the big one that you hand, the handheld ones.
Yeah.
There's always a Mark that has one.
What about like the financial district, Wall Street?
Todd
Those
from
guys
finance,
Juul.
they jewel.
They Juul, yeah.
Todd
I
and
think they just
finance
quaalude.
jewels.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, don't get me wrong. Todd also likes to party with a
Oh,
capital
yeah,
T,
yeah.
but you know, on the day to day,
That's just at the
the
office.
Juuls. Yeah,
Got you.
gotta
I
get
still
make it
think
through.
they do cocaine in their offices, but that's just
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
But at
that's
the
real
same
Black
time, like,
Monday.
Quaaludes on this
You're
weekend.
not partying at your office because you could party anywhere else you want to go.
Yeah, but here's the thing: they're sad, and so
Yeah.
they do the same things that they party while they also.
Oh, that's true,
while they-
yeah.
While they're depressed,
Yeah,
Then it comes a problem.
like they'll start snorting, be like "whoa," and then they'll cry. You know what I'm saying?
It's a roller coaster of emotions.
So and then they might fuck their friend. Like, it's weird. You know, they do things like that.
Yeah.
Stick my cell phone in his ass. I'm like, well, that's fun. So.
Okay.
They do stuff like that.
Then they hit the jewel.
We're going to take a break. And we'll be back where we talk about all things anniversary. Bye.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings, eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Where do ideas start? In the shower? On the bus? On vacation? When you're hanging out with friends? There's no rhyme, reason, or rules to when a good idea starts. And then once you've had a good idea, what do you do with it? Let it sit alone in your head? Or put it online with GoDaddy for the world to see? Where are you now? Do you have an idea? If you do, go to GoDaddy.com and get started with a domain and a website. You can do it right now from your phone. GoDaddy.com. All the help and tools you need online.
And we're back. And this episode is brought to you by Joybird. Does your furniture bring you joy? Or are you missing a couch or chair that says, "This is my home"?
I am, actually.
Yes. Well, you know, I'm getting there. Yeah. We all want a haven, a place that feels uniquely you. Joybird empowers you to create the furniture and space that brings you joy. 365-day home trial, skip the furniture store, and bring the showroom home. Sit on it, sleep on it, break it in. If you don't love your Joybird, return for a full refund. Hassle-free in-home delivery. They'll even remove all the packing materials. That's actually always the worst part.
Yeah.
It's like, I hate taking out the boxes. Yeah. So this is an incentive. Free returns within 2 weeks of delivery. See how Joybird can help you design your dream space. Find your joy today at joybird.com/JXD. Create the furniture that brings you joy today at joybird.com/JXD. Go to joybird.com/JXD and receive an exclusive offer for 25% off your first order by using code JXD.
Yeah, take advantage. Joybird has really great furniture.
They really do, actually.
And 25% off is really good, so definitely take advantage. This episode is also sponsored by OpenFit. Getting fit and staying healthy always sounds easier said than done, right? OpenFit is bringing you something new that makes it even easier to never miss a sweat session. Lose the commute to the gym and let the workouts come to you. OpenFit takes all of the complexity out of losing weight and getting fit. It's a brand new, super simple streaming service that allows you to work out from the comfort of your living room in as little as 10 minutes a day. Super simple. Forget all the complexity and stress around getting fit and just press play and work out on your schedule. 600 seconds with celebrity trainer Devin Wiggins packs the fat-burning, muscle-building, and body sculpting benefits of much longer sessions into a fraction of that time. OpenFit has changed the way I work out, and with our code JADE, you can join me on a fitness journey personalized just for you. Again, use our code JADE and start using OpenFit for your journey to a healthier life. Right now, during the OpenFit 30-Day Challenge, our listeners get a special extended 30-day free trial membership to OpenFit where you can lose up to 15 pounds in 30 days when you text JADE to 303030. You will get full access to OpenFit, all the workouts and nutrition information, totally free. Again, just text JADE to 303030. Standard message and dating rapes may apply. So we're here 3 years later.
Yeah, we are.
And A thought it would be a good idea if we talk about a little history about how we came to be.
Yeah, because I know there was 2 guys and a girl.
Yeah.
And there's also a Jaded XD before I edited it.
Yes. The rough ages. So here's how the story goes. So can I tell the full story? Well, not the full story. I'll tell.
Do your thing, friend.
You can say what the last 3 years have been.
Great. So the last 3 years, June 9th is when we decided to come out with our very first episode of Jaded XD. So we didn't know what we were going to do. We had our old show, and the other host left kind of abruptly. We had already taken a break to get some stuff done. I had started a new job at the time, and also our old host who used to edit everything said, I'm not going to do this anymore. I don't want to edit. So we didn't know who else to do it at the time. So I ended up learning how to do it. So eventually he left. And so Jade and I sat in her apartment the day we got a text message saying, I'm not going to do this no more. We're like, okay, cool.
A text message.
And so we sat for a little bit, and I don't know. So we were worried about what the turnaround would be, and we actually ended up getting a call from Dustin. And we tell Dustin what happens, and he was like, it should have just been y'all two anyway. So he was like, you guys should just do it yourselves. Like, fuck what anybody else thinks. Mm-hmm. People are going to listen because they fuck with you. And so we were just like, sure, okay. And all of our friends were supportive of it. Mm-hmm. So June 9th, we came out with Jaden XD. I remember, like, a few days before that, we had went over to our homegirl house, Nira. And she had a brick wall, and
we did do that at Nira's house.
Yeah, and she took our photos, so that was our first cover art. It was raggedy, and I was fat on the cover.
Oh, shut
and up! Yada yada. It was just bad all around. And I edited the show for like a year.
Did. And then I went on this podcast as a guest, which I didn't really do a lot of guest anything. And
I don't know how they find you. They just emailed you?
They listen.
Oh.
I don't know. I showed up to record. And,
that's what Emily said. She said she listened.
Yeah.
So,
I can see that.
They hit me and asked me to be a guest.
And you came with Tristan.
And I came with Tristan.
That was cool.
And
which was a Soul Glow?
Soul Glow.
Yeah. Shout out Soul Glow.
Shout out to the Soul Glow podcast. Yeah. Shout out to the Soul Glow podcast.
Yeah.
And it
I
was
like them.
I do know.
Why aren't they recording anymore?
Emily now lives on the West Coast, I think, in Washington.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then Anna Suzuki.
She's famous.
J-Lo.
Yeah.
So she's on J-Lo's team now.
I've seen her on several things.
Yeah.
So.
And then Keisha is also, I believe, acting, and she
wasn't there that day that I was there.
She wasn't there. Yeah, she was going through some things. How do I say that the most sensitive way?
That's fine.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I think she's thriving.
Okay, good. I'm glad she's thriving now.
Good.
But I met this guy named Abe, and I was like, so do you do this for anybody else? And he was like, no, but I guess I could for a nominal fee. Like, let's figure this out. So I talked to the girl, and she was like, well, I don't want to do this shit anymore, so I'm down.
I remember when I started your first thing, or one of the things you said was, I get my Thursday night back.
Yeah. I get my Thursday night back.
And at the time, I was like, oh, it can't be that bad. And,
and here we are.
Here's my Thursday night.
and also at the time, we had kind of stopped doing things on our own. We got to a network. We were at Blog Talk Radio, and because at first I was paying out of pocket for everything, and podcasting is expensive if you're doing it right, and partially if you're doing it right / if you don't know what you're doing. And at the time, we were just kind of making shit up. Well, I was kind of making shit up as we went along, and now I wish I could right all the wrongs I did in the past, but whatever. So that's when we were like, okay, we're making money. And I'm like, okay, great, we could hire Abe. Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
And then Abe came along and he did a couple of episodes, and XD was like, this is the best thing that you've ever contributed to the show.
and I used if you didn't know, Jade and I record on Tuesdays, or we used to record on Wednesdays back then. And that's why I wanted my Thursdays back, because I would take all Thursday night to edit, and so we could put it out on a Friday, because we've never Fridays has always been our day for the last 5 years. And it works well for us. And so it was just interesting, like, finally, like, yes, girl, I get my fucking Thursdays back. I'm so excited. And I used to give Abe notes on what to edit for the show.
Abe,
then it just one day I forgot to give him notes. I just sent him the episode, and he was like, oh, okay.
And that's kind of what it's been ever since.
And now I don't give Abe notes for anything. We'll talk to him in the show, but
I get a nice memo every time.
Yeah, we talk to him at the beginning, and if there's something that is like really problematic, and we'll say take that out, or Abe will take it out for us, like the other day.
And it's very rare, but Abe will be like, "Hey guys,
hey guys, you can't say this."
He's like, "Hey guys, let's not."
I don't want to be, I would want to be the last person to censor y'all, but
no, that you protect us.
But yeah, there's a balance between censoring y'all and I want my check too.
We know you fuck with us.
Yeah.
We know you fuck with us.
Yeah.
But if you'd like the name of the restaurant that I said last week, I definitely posted it on my Twitter. And I'll put it in my stories and tag it or post it.
Yeah, there's other ways to find out that don't involve how I get paid.
Exactly. There goes that Caucasian jumping out again. That's why I love Abe.
What has it been like since you've been getting to know us audioly?
Yeah, I don't see y'all all that often in person, but it is interesting because I do feel like I hang out with y'all every week.
Yes.
And even more, and I know we get comments like that from listeners, which is cool because it's like sort of being in the room. But then I get an extra level of it a bit, which is fun, and it's been cool. It's been it feels like it's just. I don't know. It's like this other part of what it's like. I have a main pretty day job that's very structured and
yes, he does
pretty mellow, which I like. And then
you have a real job like that people see every day and they have no idea.
Yeah,
I saw Abe the other day at his job.
It's true. I work at I wear a collared shirt sometimes.
Oh.
And but more than
Khakis?
anything, just so that I can people give me less shit. Or like people, I try to be as anonymous as I can in general for things.
Plus, Abe looks high most of the time, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you wear nicer clothes while you're stoned, people cancels out.
I'm gonna try this one day because I'd be wearing this to work.
I mean, that was not
bad. Though. You look nice, but think about this: if you are wearing a suit, you can be trashed in public.
This is true. I wish I cared more.
That's what it is. I wish I gave a fuck more.
Yeah.
What you see right here, this is me dressing nice at work.
I mean, this is all fine too. Obviously, for me, comfort comes first too. But then part of my comfort has to do with my mind state.
Yes.
So
yes,
I would love to wear sweats to work, and I could probably get away with it.
Very nice.
But I just. It makes my day easier not to.
That's fair.
And also, when I do one day decide that I want to put in a little extra and get a promotion or whatever, they can be like, "Oh well, he wore a collared shirt to work." He looks smart,
I should.
but it's in the
I should do
collared
that.
shirt.
I wonder how I would be treated.
You get treated differently. It's fucked up, but I mean, they're not even all that much. I'm not wearing because if I dress up too nice, they'll be like, "What do you have a job interview?"
Yeah,
you know how they do.
But
I do. You should.
Yeah. So you better watch out. I thought that my job, they'd be like, "All right, good luck."
Abe told me the other day at his job. He told Santana, he was like, Jaden XD is like my Batman life. He's like, here's like my Bruce Wayne life.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's also a complicated show to explain to most folks that I meet.
I'm sure.
When I don't really I tell people I work on a podcast, right? Edit podcasts. But
we're
then
like the ugly girl that you fuck on the side, but you.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh my god, that's like.
Do you not in Raising Victor Vargas? Remember that movie?
Yeah, or Shrill.
Fat Judy.
Shallow High.
Yeah, that's like a Shrill. The very first episode was like, I only fucking her because she keeps on.
I was once watching a dope clip show on YouTube of clips from The Situation on Jersey Shore, and there's one where he's going, "Bro, I bring girls home every night. Are they all hot? No, but I bring my own girls to the party."
That's us. That's how you treat us.
I don't tell.
But I hear y'all tell everyone. You talk about it too. How it's it's sort of a thing.
It's a secret society. All we have
it's
is
a secret
trust.
society. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just told one person that I work with that I have a podcast, and that's only because he's a temp.
I told a girl shouted me out at work. Like she was standing on the rim. I was paying the parking meter. She yelled over, and I was talking to just one of the people I talked to from the building. So she was like, Jade, I love the shows. And I was like, mm-hmm. And the guy was like, what's she talking about? And I was like, I don't know, man.
This world's colliding.
Shout out to because there's listeners who work in my building.
Whoa.
Shout out for you. Like, at first I thought it was like creepy, like, girl, why don't you say hi? But now I was like, thank you for not saying hi. Just tweet me. And if you see I'm at work, just,
pretend you don't see me.
You don't know me.
I got it on
Like
the way to
TI
the bodega.
song? Yeah.
I was standing outside the beauty supply store, and somebody walked by, and I was like, what's happening, girl?
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody where I live.
Yeah. Oh my
I
God.
don't live there,
Yes.
though.
Yeah.
So-
That's happened to me a couple times where I've been around my way, and they'd be like, I'm like, shh.
You might have seen me in the street, but nigga, you don't know me. When you holler, when you speak, remember you don't know. Save all the talking and the popping, nigga, you don't know. You better watch how you handle me, you understand that, man. You don't know. Don't be a groupie, keep it moving, nigga, you don't know.
Dang. That's only gonna grow though, right?
No, maybe not.
Yeah, probably will.
Hopefully.
It probably will.
For me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. The Caucasian just...
Yeah.
It'll be great for us all, I swear.
It's the whitest
Just sign here.
Right. But we've had a great 3 years, and we're going to do one of Abe's favorite things to do. And I don't know, this is random.
I
We
wasn't
found this out
expecting
today.
this.
Well, because it's not too often that it happens. And when it does, it's a bit of an event for our episodes, I feel like. And it's just also like, I mean, in general,
The fuckery.
it's like an extra level to it.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
But we didn't know until recently this was one of
And
Abe's
then
favorite
I
things.
love it because I'm always one of those things where like, what's the next question? And for me, it's a fun puzzle to find like either like a trifling song to go. Like it's a pretty fun episode to produce.
So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, give it to him.
with that said, do you want to read the questions? Or,
Yes! Or do you want to answer
answer?
them?
Ooh,
You can do
That's
both,
tough.
honestly.
actually, I like when you read them, so used to it
Okay.
because I'm like, whoa, what is it?
6 brown chicks time.
That's not the whole episode. We're just
No.
doing some favorite anniversary things.
Yeah. Oh God. Okay. I've not read these beforehand, and I have them muted because they're all ridiculous, and I never know when we might need them. So
Is it an account or a hashtag?
Oh, it's in both.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a hashtag
You post
too?
hashtags and it gets picked up. By
No,
the-
it's an account.
Okay.
Bestie of 9 years had bed bugs. I helped her turn over her mattress. Underneath is a strap-on sex toy and a hoodie I designed for my husband years ago. She confessed they fooled around. He denies. She also used the strap on him. I'm in a rage daze. Help.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it because it was your best friend or because you didn't know your husband liked the strap?
Or is it because she had bed bugs?
Yeah.
Because I don't know which is the most important part of this whole thing.
I thought did she get bed bugs through the process?
See, now
She
that's
could've
what I
brought
need
him
to know
home.
because that is important and pertinent information. Because if you brought them bitches home, now we all have a problem.
Yeah, that's
where my rage
I think
would
that's
come
where the
from.
biggest problem is.
Yeah, it's the bed bugs.
Yeah.
The bed bugs.
Fight them young ladies bumper or like a hot dog or a hamburger. And if you know you're 10, don't be in a fright. It's only big fat woman I'm going to bite.
Yeah, because strap on, you can address that later.
I mean, that's not really a problem. That's just
Yeah.
more of a communication issue in a relationship.
Him cheating, but even if it was,
You can get rid of him, find someone else that may want the strap or not, but most importantly, make sure you don't have bed bugs.
yeah, because I'd be so fucking
pertinent.
pissed.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, my nigga cheating on you, and bitch, I'm helping you because you got bed bugs. I'd be pissed about the bed bugs. Like, it's just a man. You can get another one of those.
There's not other places. Anyway.
Yeah.
Do you think what do you think is harder, getting a man or getting rid of bed bugs?
Getting rid of bed bugs. And let me tell you why. I have not been, hallelujah, praise the Lord, I am not a victim of bed bugs. But you know, I work in property management.
Some real wood.
And even years ago, when I was a where's real wood in here, Jay?
There you go.
Jay, right there.
God. All this fucking lacquer and vinyl.
The sticker, yeah. Don't be having my house sounding like the 887. Telling niggas like I got that shiny black furniture.
Oh, sorry. God. Jade has a very nice home. It's just there's no real wood. That's in my radius. I can knock on so I can make sure I don't have fucking bed bugs. But no, when I was a case manager, right? Oh God, I can't believe I'm telling this story. So years ago, like in 2010, there was a building that I worked in. There was a bed bug infestation. First of all, the building was awful because where my office was, it was like what's those ceiling drop down off the ceilings or whatever? Where like you can like tiles. Move it or whatever, and it's like fiberglass on the other side. First of all, rats used to be in the middle of the thing, so you can hear them gallop in the middle of the night. Yes, exactly like that.
Ew.
Yeah, so that was one issue. But this guy had bed bugs, and it got to the point where if you lifted up like a picture on his wall, mounds of bed bugs would come out. So do you know what they had to do? You know what they had to do? Because he took out a whole fucking floor with bed bugs. So they had to get a truck, like a 18-wheeler truck. It is so interesting how they do that. They put all his stuff in there, and they fume, and they.
I picture that too.
They should have. They should have just ran the truck into the building and just started over. Like in it.
It's like Florida.
Yeah, but like they put all his stuff in like this truck, and they fumigate everything. And then they take it out, and then they fumigate everything, and then take it out and fumigate everything again, and then put it back, like all of his items. Like, I've never seen them have to treat like 10 people.
Oh my God.
With like bed bugs.
It's like a mass fumigation.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just do the whole building at that point?
Well, they did eventually. That was the second time.
That sounds like a spell.
But like bed bugs never fucking go away. This is part of the reason why I don't like. There's two reasons. Excuse me. I don't go to the movies in New York City.
Oh yeah, bed bugs.
One, because I have this fear ever since Aurora. Like, that's a real fear. Mm-hmm. Like, niggas just gonna show up and just shoot up a fucking movie theater. Yeah. And in New York, there's only 2 exits in the movie theater. Because in California, there's always the 2 in the back and the 2 in the front by the screens. Mm-hmm. But here, that's not a thing. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, that's scary. And number 2, fucking bed bugs. Yeah. You know, and it's no secret. Like, they have shut down movie theaters over bed bugs.
Right in Times Square.
The one on 34th Street, the one at Kips Bay, which I really like.
That was bad.
And
They can start telling niggas don't take mattresses off the street.
Yeah, like what on earth? Like,
tell you that.
Bed bugs is no.
That's like telling somebody you don't share drawers.
Right. That's why I don't sit on benches in the train station.
I do it when I think about them.
I do.
Right. I don't sit as soon as I get home. I don't sit on nobody's furniture or whatever. I disrobe.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we don't have time for none of that. You just need a little spray bottle with some alcohol and water.
I know.
Tea tree oil. For yourself. Tea tree oil. We had a conversation about that. Kills everything.
Oh my God, it does. Okay. My dad is lonely, just discovered Tinder, and is dating random women. I'm concerned for his safety, especially since one date robbed him.
What?
I suggested he file a police report, etc., only for him to confess that he gave the woman $500 for sex. I'm ashamed. Advice. Mind your business.
It's not your business.
Right. Daddy gotta have a life too.
Yeah. Right. Who cares if he paid for some snatch?
Right. It's cool. It's 2019.
Sounds like he's not just your daddy.
Right. And most importantly, I'm sure that woman didn't have bed bugs.
Pretty sure she didn't. Yeah. Know why? She pays her bills.
Yep.
Clearly has a job.
Clearly. She made $500 in a night.
Your father is helping the economic circle of life.
Absolutely.
Mind your business.
If the wife and I are a fussing, brother, that's alright. Cause me and that sweet woman's got a license to fight. Why don't you mind your own business? Mind your own business. Cause if you mind your business, then you...
Okay. This is where the degenerates of society jumps out. There's nothing likable about my baby mama but her sex. She's rude, a mean drunk, etc. I've been trying to leave her, but I don't want her and our 4 kids living with some other man.
Wow.
What to do? I deserve happiness. Then just.
Well, oh my God.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
Baby, now you know what you got to do with that.
Just bleep it out.
Yeah.
The bleep is always funny.
What is the question?
What? Well, you know,
he hates his baby moms.
maybe the 5th child will mellow her out.
You just have one more. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, if he hate,
I should go for an even 6.
Yeah, just have more kids.
That's it.
You need a backup when you've got 5 men on the court.
I mean, the truth is, the more kids you have, the least you all will have to focus on each other.
Or at what point do you break a threshold where you just don't pay any attention to any of them? And it's just this
I aspire.
This troop.
I aspire.
And they're just out there.
Like the Lost Boys.
The Lost, yeah. And then it's just, there you go. Then you and her can just focus up.
This is where Abe edits our show. He's just as terrible as we are.
Literally.
He's like, how about we don't take care of none of the kids?
Yeah.
And we
figure
focus
out
on our
your own,
relationship.
yeah.
That
Think about us, not
yes.
them.
Yeah, fuck them
You
kids.
thinking, fuck.
Fuck them kids.
Be about us, be about you. Number one. Got to do it.
I'm gonna give you 2 more. Ooh, yikes. My man of 3 years' birthday was in April. I threw a big party, but his family didn't come. His family threw a party too, and he celebrated with his baby mama. I confronted him. He says, she's always number one because she had my kids. Meanwhile, he convinced me to abort ours. Advice.
Whoa.
I mean,
That got really real.
here's the thing. I feel like maybe having a child with that man isn't the best thing.
Yeah.
From what it sounds like to me, you're not missing out.
Which means your child would just be number 2 as well.
Yep.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, like
Sometimes rejection is protection.
hello.
That's what Fran says.
Yeah.
I'm not in this context. She would never.
I would.
We do.
Yeah. Rejection is protection in this case. Because imagine, like, you've already said, like, you're never going to be priority in my life because you never had my kids.
And you can't.
Right.
And he didn't want you to.
He didn't want you to. Which should let you know who you are in his life.
Yeah.
Right. And you don't want that. You don't deserve that, queen.
Yeah. Right.
Be that other woman. You only see me every Friday night at 9. Can't imagine what you told her this time.
Like, yikes. It's going to be okay.
But
Is it in your pocket?
Did she not know his family was gonna throw a party though?
Probably not. Because it sounds like they don't even... I can assume that they don't
know
like
her.
her. They don't know her or like her.
They don't know her.
And
if
the
they're
baby
throwing a party
moms...
with the mother of his child.
Yeah, the baby moms, I'm sure, is cool. I feel like his family knew and is in cahoots, and they don't like the new girl.
I mean, that's usually. I mean, hello, love after lockup. Look at Michael's mother.
Mm-hmm.
She knew about both of them heifers.
Mm-hmm.
The family knows about you. They just always know who the more important one is.
Mm-hmm.
They
Because
just
they want to see their grandbaby.
Yeah, but they just be like, "Oh, hey, baby, nice to see you again."
Mm-hmm.
They not working out right now.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel bad. So I have one more question before I...
Okay. Do I look like when that girl, like the man from Mulan?
Oh, I can see that. Yeah, the girl who did the Viner or whatever.
You saw it?
TikTok. Yeah, that was good.
Okay. You ready?
Yes.
I'm going to try to get through this without laughing.
Sorry, I'm doing that.
It's okay.
Our pastor passed away, and I helped to clean out his office. I found a small envelope of cash for choir robes, but I needed it, so I took it. Bad things have happened since.
Yeah.
I got an STD, I had a miscarriage, and I lost my job, and more. Is this payback? Is God this petty?
I don't.
Yes, he is actually.
I don't know if God's being petty.
Yeah.
God could be being petty, or you just be
Reaping
really
with
good
yourself.
at making bad decisions.
Yeah.
Although miscarriage isn't a bad decision.
No, God is petty though.
God is petty.
Yeah. He's a vengeful God. That's what they tell
you
us.
Also had
that just means
like
he's
you
petty.
were like, I found an envelope of cash, like, and I needed it, so I kept it.
Right, like, and I'm sure if you would have
That's
asked
like
the
rule
church,
number one of what not to do in a church.
yeah, don't steal.
I've never gone to church, but I wouldn't. That seems pretty.
Like,
one
I
of
don't
those
that's just something you would do,
things.
right?
I know they got cash lying around.
Yeah, you know,
That's
they
like
pass
part
them.
of-
They pass
yeah.
them plates around and things.
But here's the thing: I feel like if you were in need, you could have asked somebody on staff.
Could
you
you
know,
Probably not.
maybe
You know they
not.
a little stingy with their.
Yeah, but the point is, just don't steal from church.
Don't steal from church, girl.
Like you can steal from hella other places. You can steal from your kids. You can steal from like.
Also, well, maybe
your parents.
you can
But
steal
don't steal
from
from
church, but not the choir clothing money, not the money. What if there's okay? Because here, as an example,
Okay.
to literally play the devil's advocate.
Well, here you go with this Caucasian.
Yeah. The devil don't need no more advocates,
Right, he doesn't. Never mind.
No,
Also, but like, yo, because you know
give
there's
us
all
the
these stories in
scenario.
the
Give it-
news
okay.
about all these trifling pastors that like
Yes.
spend too much money
Like Creflo Dollar.
and have Maseratis, and that's not even just
Who
black
believes a
pastors.
nigga
It's
named
all that.
Creflo Dollar anyway? But yes, what?
Is that,
No, like so, like on some Robin Hood shit. Like she's
Yeah.
robbing the rich to take care
yeah,
of
if the
herself,
pastor-
aka the
if
poor.
yes, but we don't know anything about this pastor.
Right.
And
he's dead.
He's dead.
So.
And he's haunting her apparently.
Yes. He's like, bitch, now, you know.
How are we gonna buy the choir robes?
Like, they need the choir robes.
But again, who's to say it's God? Maybe it's just retrograde.
Could be. It could
Her
be.
planets could be fuck naked, and we have no idea.
Maybe she has her own personal retrograde, like a personal summer.
Yeah, yes, like a purple
And
stuff.
just bad energy follows her
Yeah,
everywhere.
bad energy. Maybe she should get like a
A yoni cleansing.
For the secrets to immortality, I alter my physical chemistry. By the valley of the shadow of death, I exist even when no things are left. Vibrations transcend space and time. Pure rat heart because I
Sage your vagina, beloved. That's my advice.
That's very exo Nicole of you. Like what is okay? So you're like the real bio woman here. So like, what is it with like women who like stew their vaginas or
They,
like
steam them, right?
Like they steam them with like
Yoni steam.
with like
But it's
herbs.
like a sauna.
Yeah. You know why? Because we're cleansing all of the niggas out of our lives who have been there before. You know, you got to get all that bad energy out of there. You got to get all that bad juju out of there. So you do a sacred yoni steam. Not these like little bushels that these bitches are selling on Etsy saying buy my spiritual, thing.
And they light it on fire and sit their coochie out front of
you know what I'm
in front of a
saying?
trash
Like,
can.
Spend $125 and you can buy my brujeria set. Like, no, that's not realness. But if you go to somebody who knows what they're doing and you really get some sacred shit going, it's to cleanse.
Things are always the thing with spirituality is always about cleansing. It's always about cleansing. How about what if I don't like need to be cleansed? Like I'm pretty good.
No, you need to be cleansed.
Like okay.
Well, isn't it like? I mean, I don't know. I'm more with you than not.
Yeah.
But is it like your soul is absorbing like bullshit all day?
Yes,
so you have to,
exactly.
Like,
So you have to get rid of that.
Well, that's why I smoke
Like,
weed.
Yeah,
Well,
but
yeah.
that sort of just pushes it down. Actually, it doesn't
You
necessarily.
have to also
release it.
see what you have to do is you have to cleanse the space. You got to Palo Santo, you got to sage, and even just doing those things is not enough. You have to be setting intentions. You have to be like, this space is gonna be. I have to be practicing what I'm preaching and what I'm doing.
Here's where I play Gran Turismo and smoke weed.
That's Abe cleansing his space.
Yes.
Oh.
He's yoni in his chakras.
Got it.
Line them up. Rack them.
So, I do want to ask you all, what is your favorite episode in the last 3 years?
Ask Abe.
I don't know. I can't.
Or do you have funny moments that
Funny
you
moments?
remember?
Well, like we mentioned, I love 6 Brown Chicks just because it's out there.
Do you have top 5 favorite moments? Just even if it's something random that's been said.
You have to think too.
Some good stories or something. I don't know. Because y'all gotta remember, this is work too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like, if I ask you that question about your job,
Oh. What are you trying to say?
I'm really lucky that I love doing this and y'all are really cool.
He's like, I work in a career that
But
I
on,
love,
but on
it's still
Thursdays,
a job.
this is my work.
He's like, I could be beating my meat, but I'm a sneaky nigga, so.
And beating my meat.
That's creepy.
Oh my god. Jade, what are
I'm
your
just saying I
top
take breaks,
5?
meditate.
You're yoniing your
Yeah, I gotta
chakra.
yoni real quick. Gotta cleanse this shit.
Hey, be rubbing his dick with a yoni egg. Sorry. Oh, my alternative history facts.
Oh,
Black
that's
history
good,
is
that's
probably,
good.
Alternative Black history is probably
yeah.
one of my favorites. The original one.
I don't know if it's
First.
a sore subject, but I did love MP's Theater.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not sore subject. It is what it is. You know,
Yeah.
it might be for them.
Oh, wow. I got all the rest of the tapes. I know how it is. Nah, I'm kidding.
Hey, Miss Trolling, y'all. I kind of mess up. I kind of carry it on. Oh, the ABCs of Blackness. I did enjoy that. We need to do
Anything
a
with
part 2.
with a story, where one of y'all comes up with like a backstory of a history or something.
Yes,
I love that.
those are fun.
Yeah,
Those
the
are fun to
alternative
do.
fiction I love.
And I did
Or
love
alternative
alternative
nonfiction,
sci-fi too.
yeah.
That was fun. What about you?
I have moments. One of in no particular order. One was I thought about this the other day. When you thought you were shitting yourself.
Oh yeah, you cried.
So Jade
cried.
Jade was high in a car and they had heated seats.
Oh,
and so she thought she was
Never
sitting
experienced such
So
luxury.
she thought she was shitting herself.
Oh wow!
It just kept getting warm. I didn't know what- and I was panicked.
Oh
Truly
my god,
panicked.
that shit was so funny. I laughed about that for days. Oh my god, I think another moment, the queef moment.
Oh, the queef. That was fun.
It was like 15 minutes of going back and forth.
Oh,
Was
I
that
forgot
before
about
you,
that.
or was that
No,
before you?
I forgot
during.
about that. Yeah, that was
That was
a while.
it's like Peter and the chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
queefing.
it goes around a few times.
I think another moment was I love the alternative history facts. Those are fun.
Yeah.
I think, however, though, I feel like the white history facts was the funniest one to me.
I actually forgot about that one.
Abe was on it.
I know.
I
forgot
That's when I got the
now.
stomach cramp from laughing when we were recording.
Oh yeah, I was concerned.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things is
Peter O'Toole.
I would
Sherry Cherry and Bob.
What am I think I want to make a compilation. Maybe you and I can do this, Abe, of every time XD says he wants to quit his job.
Ooh. We gotta find out.
That's
a way.
like an
He almost
hour
quit his
content.
Yeah.
I almost quit my job today. I almost quit my job today. I hate my fucking job. I almost quit.
Yeah.
Or all of the times you've gotten a new job.
Yeah, because I was gonna say which job.
Yeah, nigga, you've had like 7 of them since
maybe
we've been
you
on
just
this
hate
shit.
work.
The
Yeah.
recording.
Yeah. No, I hate working.
Yeah.
No, it's not that I hate
relate.
working. I
Same.
like working. I just don't like. I wish I was working doing something else.
That's real.
That's
That's
what
Do you know what you're gonna do?
I want to do this. I want to host a radio show on Sirius XM called The Jaden XD Show,
Yeah, I mean,
All right, cool.
you know, we deserve it.
produced by Abe.
Hello.
Yeah, Abe, you with us.
Oh, yeah,
Spinderella,
yeah,
we'll
I'm
never
down.
fire you.
Oh,
Not
for
even
sure.
30 years down the line.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
but like
Gonna
this is
come
what
out
I
on a
want to
reunion
do,
tour.
like audio.
Yes.
Like
He was gonna come out all
like I have a body for radio right now, so it's cool.
Nothing wrong with me.
Yeah, so I'm cool. It's it's legit. That's what
Body
I want.
posy. I accept who I am.
Yeah. So that's what I want to do, but but we all have, if you're in New York, you got to have like 4 jobs to like survive.
You do.
That's true.
Or San Fran, I saw Mara
First of all,
Ruby.
in San Francisco, you have to have like
You have to make like $120,000 a year to live.
In a studio.
And sell a kidney at that.
I saw
That's
Mara
gross.
Ruby say that she has 2 regular jobs plus her singing career, plus she'd be making them jams and jellies and things on the side.
Yeah. Why do you think my mama moved out the Bay Area? They can't afford it.
That's not technically the Bay Area anymore?
Sacramento is not the Bay Area.
What is that? Just Northern California?
Yeah, Northern California.
Oh.
What's
Learn
the
me
sky
something.
like there?
Where?
In Northern California.
It's clear. It's a lot less smog than LA.
Have you ever been to Monterey?
Yeah.
Sonoma?
Yeah.
It was a Sonoma classic car weekend this last weekend.
I love Sonoma. Sonoma is like wine country.
Would you ever go to Burning Man?
No. Not for me.
Really?
Yeah, no.
I don't
not
think
that
it's for
way.
me either.
I want to go.
No, I don't want niggas trying to stick their dick in my ear.
It's just
in
like
the name of
Burning
freedom.
Man, that's the one...
Where
that's
they
the
burn
hot one in the
everything.
desert.
Yeah, and you're on
it's
every type
dusty.
of drug.
It's really dusty.
And you burn everything. You burn everything at the end, so nobody knows that you were there.
I mean, I had no folks that have gone, and it sounds cool.
Same.
I could... I would be helicoptered in for a few hours.
That I could do.
You know what?
Yeah.
I would appreciate
Let's
that.
take a field trip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
take
a lot
blade.
of drugs and just hedonism for like one weekend.
But it's also one of those things where I think like the old heads are like, it's not about that. It's about living in a place
Which
with
it
no
probably
rules
wasn't originally for.
and balance. Yeah.
And then they do like art installations and like.
Yeah, I'm gonna sound really snobby, but I don't really get it. It's hard for me to get into like Burning Man type art.
Listen, let's just be.
Yeah.
Can we just
Let's
keep
put-
it all the way
yeah.
100 right now?
Yeah.
Like it's just
That's some
hard
wise
sometimes
guys
to get into art.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like. Well, I mean,
No,
I could
because
see
sometimes
that.
and then people be like take themselves super seriously.
It's a
and
weird
like-
balance between like it's too like it's not real, or is it super real?
It's like I know that's I know there's gonna be a lot of artists gonna be upset that but I don't understand if you put a rock in a glass and tell me that it's an installation.
Yo, let me tell you, or where they put like a
I'm
dot.
like, bitch, I need to see something.
Like it'd be like 11-foot by 17-foot like mural, and they put just a dot in the middle,
Yeah.
and it represents like people of the diaspora in the white dominated
space.
society.
I'm like, bitch, if you look at this
and-
lazy shit.
and like fertility, mortality, like it's just a lot. I'd be like, girl, this
It's
is
the ultimate scam.
I'm like, why don't you just go write a book? Because this was lazy.
Well, they do. That's the thing, though, is you'll see like that giant minimal mural, but then there will be a book that comes when you go to the show, and it is full of dense words that I usually
theory,
skim.
$10 words.
Yeah.
Shit that I would have never used in my lifetime.
But
They
then I've
could
seen
be
people do real
anagrams.
installations.
Yeah.
I've seen people take yarn and do
they do
beautiful
cool
things
stuff,
and
yeah.
things. So I believe it's a thing. Or you got like Uzumaki, like that's art. Like she's doing, that's art. Don't give me no old coconut oil cans. About 8 of them. And say, I just walked around New York and collected all the coconut oil cans that I could find, and therefore I created this, and it's supposed to represent the struggle of my family and their transition to. And I'm like, I
have friends that make that kind of stuff, and then I also have friends that work at art institutions that are very much like
LOL, that's stupid.
Yeah. But they know they like there's a
balance.
The sphere includes it all.
Like feminist art, it's all about vaginas. Like I went to the
Does that
feminist-
make you mad?
No, it does not. I honor women's autonomy and agency.
Like, does that make you mad?
No, it does not. I just found out it was just very like overwhelmingly vaginal.
Yeah.
That's real. I mean, I look at mine every day, so. Everybody take out your mirrors and look at your vaginas.
It was just a lot of, but it's weird because like a lot of like feminist art is like just cooch and like intermixed with like flowers. So it's like big lotus vaginas.
I think I'm gonna make me some feminist art. I'm gonna paint me a big old vagina, and then I'm gonna make slime because Noah taught me how to make slime.
Oh, that sounds rad.
And then I'm gonna put it in the middle of my
play
my
uterus.
painting.
When you do it so that like it's like a Nickelodeon show.
Yes,
so
and
when you
it's
walk
like-
in front of the painting, you get dunked.
Oh my god.
It'll be a vagina above you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just like
That's
a large
the installation I
vagina.
can
Yeah, there you go. See, art's dope.
That's
That's all
I love art.
Yeah, that's
Big ass coochie.
hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
That's enough.
Okay. What's next, Dad?
We're done.
No, we have
Oh, we
really?
have stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, because we're at an hour 35.
Oh yeah, we're done.
Don't we have to edit some shit?
Not really.
Okay,
no,
well,
it's pretty
boom.
packed.
Cool.
Let's just pick one song to leave on for the anniversary.
And not Tony.
Okay, Abe, you pick.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give myself a couple days to decide. So here's the song.
This is insane. All you did was say hello. Speak my name.
Oh my god. Well, that is the end of the show, though.
Abe, I
Thank
love
you.
when you come.
I love being on. It's great. I love the
Yes.
show. Thanks to everyone who listens. It means a lot.
Don't
It's
tell
pretty
nobody
cool.
Abe does it.
Yeah.
Yeah, or I was thinking about this, like, yo, if you find someone who you deem more qualified to, then,
Whoa.
I wouldn't hate if the show's good.
What you trying to do? You trying to resign on the low?
I'm not trying to resign.
Okay, well then, don't even speak it. There's
Alright.
nobody out there
Alright,
like
cool.
our Abe.
I mean, I love the show. I love
And we
y'all.
love our Abe.
It's fun. It's pretty rad. Thanks for listening.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Bye. Can you imagine Shaka Khan and doing that? And the thing go boom, boom, boom!
In a tingle. What?
Help us to that spot that's freaking maps! I'm sorry, I drooled on myself.
Yo, imagine if we got to do Trim Spa ads. Trim Spa, baby.
Oh, rest in peace, Anna Nicole. Our scamming queen.
Yo, right up. She's a patron, one of the patron saints. of
Yeah.
scamming.
Yeah.
She is,
Anna
for
Nicole, like Ben Franklin, Anna Nicole.
She's like, honestly, and this is no disrespect. Mm-hmm. Feel free to do your thing if you need to.
Yeah.
She is the original Venmo Vixen.
Yeah. I would say like Ben Franklin, Anna Nicole Smith, Lizzie.
Columbus. Yeah, Lizzie.
Yeah, Lizzie.
Yeah.
Like they'd be on Christopher Columbus, like the Mount Rushmore of scammers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, what's his name too? Firefest.
Oh, yeah.
Billy.
Oh, and that
Billy.
guy that stole all that money from Howard.
And Ja Rule.
And Ja Rule. Whoa.
He was scamming in there. Or do you feel he was scammed more than he is scammed?
Yes. Ja Rule is an idiot.
Yeah. Oh, so do you feel like he was taken advantage of because his lower?
Yeah.
His lower.
Because first of all, who seeks out Ja Rule? Who?
Also,
Not even Irv Gotti.
Yeah.
But someone, because apparently it was so hard to seek him out in the first place.
No.
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 They just said this nigga
Because
is
like
dumb.
Billy was like, I really love like Ja Rule and I want him to be a part. Like who says that? Like I want to get him, so I contacted his people.
I mean, it makes sense for Billy after watching the documentary, just because
He's one of them guys named Todd from Finance that smokes jewels.
Billy
Yeah.
definitely hits the jewel.
Yeah.
Billy's definitely gone to return a couple of videotapes, if you get what I'm saying.
Mm.
Very American Psycho about his.
Got it.
you know.
My favorite part though was when Ja Rule was like, "If the girls want to see the pigs, we're gonna go see the pigs." And he was like trying to be like gangster on his island, and I was like, man.
Sir, first of all,
like, sir, this isn't Wendy's.
Put some peroxide to them gums.
Yeah.
And then he did the toast.
Close that mouth full of. Oh my God. And aren't you married?
Is he?
Yes.
What's he doing out there? He's
Ja
not
Ruling.
He's not at work.
So
he's Ja Ruling out there. Then he tried to create another one.
Yeah.
Like-
you see Edsford on the train.
Yeah.
Which shows you how damn dumb he is. Bold and dumb.
ridiculous.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings, eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings, eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.